Hello guys, it's Matthew Thomas, also known as Wilder Host, and today I'm going to do a little quick vlog to just tell you about my new laptop. So this is my old one. This is a Dell Latitude 5491. It has an Intel Core i7 processor, 8 Gen 8850H, 32 gigs of RAM, originally 16 but upgraded, 512 gigs storage, 1080p display, backlight keyboard, and it looks like this, just kind of, it looks like just a regular Dell. It's from 2019. There's been a lot of issues with this computer. And so, right now, if I try pressing the button, if I try turning it on, it will show up like this, but it doesn't actually show anything on the screen, and it will just shut off. And regardless of what I do, it doesn't really want to turn on, so that's an issue that has happened with the machine. And this has been something that has been going for the last year or so. I've been having a lot of issues with this computer in terms of it's just not booting up. Mainly because of overheating, and I would have to reseat the battery. To take this thing apart, reseat the battery, take it all apart, and that's just not something I really wanted to do. It's not really that great. So, but this machine is just not that reliable. It overheats a lot. Anytime you're running anything that's remotely intensive, like say you're running Adobe Premiere, Photoshop, if you play a game, anything like that, it will automatically shut off for like 5 seconds or whatever because it overheats the GPU. So, in this case, I got this new laptop here, and this is a Dell Latitude 5420. So instead of a 5491, it's a 5420. It may sound like it's a worse machine. It's not. This one runs a 11th generation Intel Core i5 processor, 8 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs of storage, and a 14.1-inch display, 1080p, and it has the following ports on here. So you see we have two Thunderbolt USB-C connectors. One can be used for charging, exhaust. We have a security card slot, so you can basically for authentication. Since this is a business grade machine, you got the lighting indicator, like you don't want to get with Dell's. You got the SD card, mini SD card slot. We have a 3.5 millimeter audio jack, USB 3.0 super speed, I believe, and it does battery charging. We have an HDMI input. We have an Ethernet card here, Ethernet. Kingston lock, so again security, so that way if you have it in a public place, no one steals it. Got the Dell badge. Obviously, this one is just covered. Now, comparing it just size-wise, this one is from 2021. This is a 2019. You can see that it is a little bit small. I believe this is like a 14-inch, and this is like 15-inch. I'm not sure. That's just that. It's exactly different sizes. It could also just be the pedals and just some other stuff here. And obviously, if I go to the actual thickness, you can see that it's less thick too. It's less thick, and it's smaller in size. Okay, this machine has bad battery life. It only has about an hour or two of battery life. Let's turn it on because my my battery is going to die. So let's go ahead and turn it on. Now I have turned it on. I just want the edge. I don't like edge. All the security crap we have here. Location-based experience, direction and weather. No, we don't want that. Diagnostic data. Nope. No. Please, no. I just need a computer just to do basic stuff. And that is just, browse the web, check email, and, basic. Now, I do have another computer. It's right here. It's a PC it's a Ryzen 5 6600, 32 gig RAM, a Quadro 5000. And I use it to do stuff like make videos. And this is one of the types of videos that I've made. This is from one of my classes. And so it's basically just kind of like a news style production.
More than just entertainment.
With this Game Pass Premium, I do have that already, but my dad has it, so funny enough, I should use that considering that, well, my pay for it. So let's go ahead and do that. So it's gonna, now it's gonna introduce us to the machine. Again, Windows 10, I need to update. Need to update this immediately because Windows 10 is EOL. It's been that way for like months now. So let's go ahead and update it to Windows 11. Starts up. Let me go to update security. No. Now let's actually look at the specifications. Hopefully it's down in Windows 11 too, because this system should be compatible with that. This machine, the other one is older, and it had one to load on it. So this should have it because it's new. You would think you'd say that. So let's go to my system and just look at the specs tool for if you want to download apps very easily. So obviously what I have to download on my machine. Personally, a lot of people like Chrome, but I'm more a Firefox person, so I'm gonna install Firefox. Firefox on here, install Firefox. I might also, no, I'm not. Firefox, I'm going to download. Let me see what stuff I need to on this thing. Okay, I guess it's updating the graphics driver. Okay, Zoom, Teams. I might install like Photoshop on here and Photoshop in Lightroom. Maybe some Premiere, even though I'm not really doing too much editing on here, but advanced. I could do that. I guess I can do the feed. Handbrake for basic that. Yeah. God, this is annoying. This thing's so annoying. Okay, whatever. And then Foxit PDF. Are you kidding me? Can you stop down? 7-zip. We don't really need to play that many games on here. It's really just for general use. But I have my little game that I vibe coded using Claude and DeepSeek. Just like a Guitar Hero clone. You can see that it's running decently enough. If I go like different levels stuff, sure and fine. That works. That's pretty good. Decent. And then for my this knockout game I made, again, using DeepSeek, and it runs using pretty decent graphics. Well, for a web game, it's decent. It's not the best for like actual gaming, obviously, because it's not like ray tracing or anything like that. But and you can tell that the models are pretty basic, but for integrated graphics, it seems to be fine. For my own game, let's try out my game, Wisdom Crest. Is game gonna be too demanding on him? Nope, it's not. It's gonna run pretty well, which I would expect because this system ran just fine on my auto machine, and obviously that machine had a Intel 630, so it's not as powerful as this system is, but it ran just fine. So obviously I would expect it to kind of just, so it's placed on my basic games here. So basic graphics integrated chip can do. It's obviously not going to play, all the AAA titles at like 4K, but it will, do some, esports games, lighter, games, online game like this. You might play. I'm not sure. Could Cyberpunk run on this? I mean, you might be able to run Cyberpunk on it, but probably run like. So you can see how you can tell it's running my game here. And it's working just fine. You can see the frame rate seems to be around 60 FPS, so that's pretty good. On the other machine, I believe it was maybe 30 to 40 FPS, if I had to guess, just by eyeballing it. And everything loads up pretty quickly. If I go to an intensive website like CNN.com, Route load up pretty much almost instantly, so it's pretty quick speed-wise. Video playback, obviously we got YouTube. Now keep in mind I'm also running a whole bunch of other stuff in the background, downloading stuff, so that takes some more resources, but you know, for general everyday use, it's good for that. Let's go play some 4K video, because why not? And so, just gonna show that off. You obviously should be able to play this. I mean, any computer in the last 10 years should be able to play this stuff. But
switch to Chrome to load your favorites.
No, I don't care with Chrome. You're just gonna test that out. Just play back some decent 4K video. Not that you would really want to do that so much because this is only a 1080p display. But say you plug it into like a 4K display, you know, you're watching a movie, and it plays just fine. You know, it's probably go to the stats for Node. You can see the little nodes drop frames. So everything is playing back fluidly at 60 FPS. The colors are pretty good. But yeah, the colors are pretty good for display. Yeah, the reds are deep, the blacks are good, pretty good. So that works just fine. Let's like play Chronicle. Nah, that should run on here anyway. That's pretty obvious you have to run. I may try playing Teardown on here to see how that runs, because on the other machine it only ran like 15 frames a second. In this one, it might run around maybe a bit better than that. So yeah, if you're interested in my game, you can just go to this website right here. So yeah.